Good evening all. How the devil are we? Hope you're all well. Before we start, I'm just checking, make sure we've got sound. Yeah, we've got sound. Hope you're all well. Hope you've all had an amazing Christmas and a happy new year to each and every one of you. Thank you very much for coming over and joining us for our first Friday Night Live of the year. Whee, they say. So, just a basic, something simple tonight. The reason I'm doing something simple is because I have my club challenge next week, next Wednesday, and I haven't turned a piece yet, which I should do really, because after all, we did set, or myself and the committee did set the challenge, so the least I can do is actually turn a piece. So I'm going to be turning a small bowl, no bigger than 150 mil, 6 inches, or no deeper than, or no higher, should I say, not deeper, no higher than 3 inches tall. I've got a piece on there that's just over both ways, so we just round it off and trim it off. So let's bring the guys in. Hopefully they're here, because I we was too busy talking in the background, and I didn't bring them into the stream. So hopefully they are going to be here. No,
Yay!
we got one. So
Terry's definitely here. I mean, that looks like Terry.
Let's get rid of that. There he is. Look.
In fact,
there he is.
Damn. Hello, campers.
So, Mum and Dad's joined us as always.
Yeah, shut up, Brian. Yeah,
so
we're fine, thank you.
So, as always, if you've got any questions, please put a clue in front of your question. I'm going to go through a few basics tonight because this is the first time I've been on the lathe since my last live because I didn't get any time over Christmas, unfortunately. Gus said, get the violins out for me. So I'm just going to go because I haven't touched the tool. So what's going to happen? Anything can happen. I could catch. Oh no, we don't want that. We don't want that. Yeah, we don't want that.
Don't forget, Steve. You have to tell them about you've got a brand new camera system.
Sure you have to measure
could go wrong. Although I suppose they know about it if they got social media because it's everywhere. But you know.
He hasn't put it on social media everywhere again, has he?
So, as you may or may not know, I've gone from... I started off with camcorders. Then I went to the... Well, actually, I started off with the Logitech 920s. Then I went to camcorders. Then I went back to the Logitech 920s. Then I added Brios to the 920s. And now I've totally changed again. I've now gone to 2 DSLRs and I've brought back the camcorders. The reason being is... I was never happy with the color picture, and I don't get me wrong, webcams are great. This is a webcam I'm on now, but they don't give you the quality of the color when you get colors, and that's the thing that's been bugging me for a long period of time. So hopefully we go into the DSLRs, which are designed for color, and the camcorders, which again are designed for color. Hopefully we're going to be able to make the color much better. So obviously when I color, because that's my main thing, you guys are going to notice it. But
and everybody thought you were a crap colorist. Never mind.
Yeah, you can see the crap in it now. And as Ben said, you can see all the flaws because the camera quality is better quality. So anyway, the idea is for the camera quality, so picture quality and color quality is the thing. But there's a whole new system to me because I'm not going all through OBS now. I'm going through what they call an Atem Black Magic Designs, the Atem Mini. So I'm going into OBS. So it's going to be a bit of learning curve because there's 2 different controllers I've got to use now. I've got to use the Stream Deck and the Atem to change cameras. So there's going to be mistakes, I can guarantee it. But the colors are not perfect at the moment, but I'm going to carry on tweaking them until we get them right. But at the moment, it's all trial and error. So don't get too disappointed if things go peak tong. But I'm sure we'll be all right.
You'll be fine. Robert Klingsport says, sorry to break the news to you, Steve, but the new system's not worked. You still only look about 21.
That's the order you lay.
Here, Rob. Here's my glasses. Here's my glasses.
Borrow these, Rob. Borrow these, Rob. Yeah.
Rob's my best mate. Rob, the check's in the post. Right.
How much did you pay him? Yeah.
Right. So, like I said, small piece. If I get a chance tonight, I'm going to texture it on the outside. I don't know if you guys remember, I did like the water effect bowl long time ago. With like carved the sides of it and then sprayed it blue and then give it a high gloss so it looked like water as water running down it. So I'm going to go for that, not that color, but that sort of style if we get time. But like I say, it's more about testing the system. This is, like I say, it's the first live I've done. So it's more about testing the system than anything else. So other than that, I think Terry's going to welcome you all in. I'm going to get a smock on and then I'm going to make a start on this piece.
I wish we just get moving on. Never mind the smoke.
Here we go then. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Stephanie's first live in the new year.
Stephanie.
Happy New Year to you all. First in was Paul Findlay. Norman Greenwell was second, followed by Mike Yu. Swiftly bringing up the other side was Urzo the Wood Butcher. So hello, Alex. Colin of Turned Links is there as well. Todd of Glencoe Woodworks. Malcolm Douglas is in. Rob of Klingspor Abrasives. Vinnie Charlton's in. Andrew Wivey Woodshed's there. The Professor Rob is in. Bringing up the ear is Twisted Pete of the Trees. He's there as well. Ruby Clare's there. Tez Johnson. Barry's Wood Creations is in. Paul Kavanagh is in. Robert Boltwood is in. James Crawford. Roy's the Boy. Doors 60s. Andy's there. Lucy Bundy Rowe has joined us. And that so far is our list to date.
57 people watching.
Welcome everyone.
Watching. The other 29 is scared to come in.
I have to get your picture off of that screen
Tony
because I can't
Smith
see.
is there as well.
Yeah.
Evening, Tony.
So let's just get this round.
So this is a piece of olive ash. Buddy.
How can I just
Currently just over 6 by 3. Cool. Of course, Steve's going to have to relearn the gouge again and everything else, having been 3 weeks away, mate. Blimey.
Yeah, something like that. Hopefully we'll be all right.
Some of us keep regular, you see.
I go every day, but the turning's
Yeah.
a different matter.
I think Brian's missed about a month's worth.
just about? I turned the other day just for about 15-20 minutes. Kind of forgotten which end of the gouge is the right end.
Doug Miller's in. Evening, Doug.
Oh, Doug.
It'll come back though.
Yeah, well.
Gouge don't feel very sharp.
Confused that I can't get that picture to be on full screen.
So, you got a problem then, Brian, or what?
Yeah, I'm trying to get I'm trying to get myself and you off the screen so as I can just see what Steve's doing.
Right, we'll click view at the top, won't that do it?
Yeah, well, it's looking at view, speaker view, but every time you speak, you come on the screen.
Oh, right, come on, right.
Just
well, I'm not
go
gonna
back
stop.
on normal grid and just click on my picture. That should enlarge it.
It should. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There's 3 little buttons there. Oh, that says mute. Remove from call. No, I better not do that. Set to full video feed. Is that it? Oh, no. God, what have I done now? I broke it.
Just going to sharp that. Very sharp, that.
Pen? Ah, I've got it. It says pen.
There you go. He's got it. By George, I think he's got it.
3 little dots and then find pin and it pins it to the middle of the screen. And put Terry and me in the top right hand corner. Where we should be, really, in the corner.
I'm not going in the corner by nobody.
Nobody puts Terry in the corner. Robert
Paul
Frost
Kavanagh
says
says he can.
Go on ahead. No, you go ahead,
I
Terry.
was just to say, Paul Kavanagh says he can confirm that Brian's not been in the shed for weeks. He's been living in there until his wife sees the funny side of me going skiing without her. Lovely one.
Yeah. Don't hold your breath.
Oh, that's bad.
Andy, Age UK Woodworks.
Hi, Andy. How you doing?
Hello, Andy. Good evening, everybody.
See,
I will be
the
back.
survivors of Christmas anyway.
It might be a while yet,
Shut your mouth, Colin.
but not even COVID. Not even the COVID corner, even when Terry doesn't have it.
It's all right. Got me on back.
Not even COVID corner, even when Terry doesn't have it.
All right, so let's clean this end up.
If you want to hide people in a video call, do what I do in most work meetings. A sticky note. Oh, Matthew,
Stick them to the
you're a
screen.
star. Oh,
Is that like that, Rob? Is it? What's that? Sausages, Brian?
Yeah.
Nice.
Matthew
Good
just
man.
made a whole plate of cocktail sausages.
Chris from Bailey Woodworks is in. Hello,
Right,
Chris.
Chris.
Who's at a
Oh,
hole?
we don't.
Who ate a hole?
Brian's got a big bowl of.
Well, I'll give you the whole. I'll tell you the whole story just while we're waiting for you to rough that down, right? Matthew works for a company called Finnebrogue Artisan. He's a dispatch supervisor, and they make things like cocktail sausages and bacon and all that kind of stuff. And they do a lot of work for M&S.
So he just dispatched a whole bunch of M&S sausages to you.
So these are not just ordinary sausages.
M&S sauce.
These are M&S sausages. Lovely.
But he came home there just before Christmas because they have a mad rush just before Christmas, as you can imagine. The place is absolutely chaos. Matthew did 72 hours.
Wow.
And I think 3 days, I think. He was exhausted, the poor guy. But he came home at the end of it all with a freezer full of cocktail substitutes.
Robert Broker's had a good week. Well, not so good, I suppose. He
Good
had
man.
an expensive week last week. Compressor burned out, so we went to Peterborough to get a new one. And the car blew up on the way home.
Oh,
we're on
Robert.
together.
No luck.
Question, Steve. Question, Steve. I did mine today. No pressure. Roy the boy.
Oh, that's
Oh.
his.
Uh-huh. What did you tell me the sizes were? A 6x3, is that what it was?
Yeah, 6x3. So at the moment it's
Well,
160
starting size.
by 83. So we've got
Yeah,
a little bit.
no bigger than. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no
bigger.
bigger,
Than.
no
No
bigger
bigger.
than.
Yeah.
So
6x3 is kind of half and half, so that's not.
But
really
having
good
seen
dimensions.
this, this demonstration now, Roy, you might have to go back and make another one.
You might, indeed, Roy. Not at all. Roy's will be immaculate, I'm sure.
I
Roy's
don't know.
Roy's the reigning champion.
There you are.
Really?
See.
He pays the judges, obviously.
Yeah, Barry, backhanded for Barry.
Backhander for Barry. Hashtag backhander for Barry.
Them sausages are absolutely roasting. Put that. Oh my god! I think I've got a blister on my
As
tongue.
Real simple things is in. Looking for a
Not
bit of
bad.
Bernie.
Not
Baz.
Oh, Baz. It's a nice
Hope
piece
you
of
had a good
ice.
year, mate.
I could do a bit of burning.
Good luck for this one.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody. By the way.
Happy
Forgot.
New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year.
I wished everybody Happy New Year on my New Year's Eve demonstration.
Yeah, I know you did.
Right, so let's start shaping
Go away,
this.
dog.
Hope you had a good New Year's, Ruby.
I had a very quiet New Year, just in the house by
I did.
ourselves.
I did. Well, I finished my live and then I went in, had a glass of wine and then went to bed.
That's kind of
11
what we did.
o'clock. Ruth was asleep by the time I went in. So.
That was a surprise. Michelle wasn't quite sleeping, but she was
I went to
heading in
bed
that
early.
direction.
Probably me
Yeah.
turning bored to death.
Rob says, "Do you get a selection of pickles to go with them, Brian?" No, I didn't get the pickles, no, but I've got some lovely cheese.
Cheese.
Mm. She was bartending on my demonstration. I know you was out
She was.
pulling the pints, were you, Elise?
She was pulling pints and entertaining the public.
Karaoke night, was it, Lucy? Did you get up and sing? She got up at 1:15.
Do you remember that film that was on about the barmaids and I forget the name of it now.
Oh,
They get up and sing on the bar and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Drink was getting thrown about all over the place.
Yeah.
Was it Dan Aykroyd it was in it?
It was.
What was that called?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, and I know the name. I just can't think of it.
What film
Lucy
was
said,
it?
yeah. Lucy
Yeah,
said
film.
it was, aye. It was the name of the bar was the name of the
I've been in that bar, actually.
Coyote Ugly. Is that what it's called?
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Wayne was still in hospital at the time, so Dave was moved to a long-term extended care facility. I'm sorry to hear that, Ruby.
Oh,
But that might be a little bit better for you, actually, to see him rather than have to look after him all the time.
It's in the best care.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
nice. Hope it all turns out for both of you.
yeah, I hope it does, yeah. It's not a nice situation to be in.
Oh,
Roy the Boy says it was my first turning since before Christmas. So no pressure there.
So don't worry about it then, Steve. I think it's going to beat it now. We should put loads of hugs and kisses for the new year.
have you made it fancy, Roy? I hope you're not just turn the basic bowl.
Oh, he guaranteed. He turned a peanut bowl.
Turn to what?
Peanut bowl.
A peanut bowl.
Oh, I suppose be a
Alan
little.
Gibbs in. Alan?
I have no idea what to turn.
Alan wishes you Happy New Year, Steve.
Hi, Alan.
Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a great Christmas.
Ruby Claire's get pointing out a couple of downsides. She says the house is very quiet, but on the upside, I'm now free to travel and teach and demo.
That's not, at least you can do that, Ruby.
Indeed, Ruby.
Yeah.
It'll certainly free you up a bit. Hope it works.
And when you do go away, you know you ain't got to worry about your husband getting the right care.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Can't keep putting him in kennels. No good.
Lock him in the shed's never a good idea.
Whatever this bit of wood is, it's hard.
No, that's just tools blunt.
It's just sharp twice.
It's very dry.
Yeah, it's dry, very dry.
What speed you running at?
1800. 1800.
Amazing. Okay.
It looks kind of slow.
Ben says, nice picture, Steve. Wow.
Thanks, Ben.
That's good. I like the absence of shadow. There's almost the absence of shadow. There's just a tiny little shadow on the top right hand corner.
Well, you need a bit of a shadow line to cause contrast.
Yeah, but the lighting on my rig is not brilliant.
So let's just check the width for that, because we don't want it no bigger than. I've got 3 mil to take off. Got 3 mil.
Somebody will measure it.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Guarantee that.
Roy about his calipers. What does Roy mean by that? I done a Steve.
Who did a Steve?
Who said that?
Roy the boy,
I missed
just
that.
back up a chat a wee bit. He says, I done a Steve.
Well, you
Did
turned
they
an,
practice?
Is that a funnel you mean?
well, you turned an awesome piece, Roy.
He coloured it, it means, I reckon.
I went all 2020 through without doing a funnel.
Yeah. You shouldn't have said that.
Dead on 6 inches, he said. It is dead on 6 inches. Oh well. I swore on them.
I'm sure Diana learned to love it.
Rob says
Rob's,
your noise cancelling is working very well. Can't hear a thing on your.
Peter the Parkward Turn has joined us.
Good evening, sir. How the devil are you? Happy New Year, Peter.
At this rate, you're going to have to set up an effects microphone.
What, for the noise?
Yeah, we can't hear a thing. Nothing coming through you.
Peter says, how do you keep the dust out of your cameras? They're quite a way away, actually.
Yeah.
And they're dustproof. Cameras are dustproof, mind.
All right.
Nikon
much
ones are
dustproof.
anyway.
So are Canons.
Yeah. The camera, the nearest camera is about 600 mil away from the lathe. And to be honest, the camcorders I've had for 4 or 5 years I've been using in the workshop, and they're still working fine. So I think as long as you don't go stupid, and they should be fairly dust proof anyway.
Yeah, all right.
Wood and Pearls in. Hello, Haley.
All
right.
That turned better that way.
Anybody heard anything from Wayne, our friend Wayne the woodturner?
I haven't.
Recently?
I haven't.
No?
Since Christmas.
I haven't heard anything.
Came in New Year's Eve, actually. Said hello.
Mm-hmm. He was in there.
I haven't seen him since.
Was he not live Wednesday then?
Nope, not that I saw. May have been. I didn't. Must admit, I didn't look because I was busy Wednesday night.
He messaged me the other day. When
I got a Zoom meeting every Wednesday night, so can't watch him.
I don't know if that chuck's loose.
Paul Calvin says 600 millimeters. That's 3.2 armadillos for you Americans.
That's a hard bit of wood, that is.
It would appear so.
Anybody
Todd.
heard from Gerard lately?
No, haven't heard a thing from Gerard either. But you know, with his new grandchild
Todd.
and stuff, and over Christmas. And
Wayne earwormed for Doug on Tuesday.
Oh,
Alright,
so it's
okay.
all right. That's maybe. Thought it's all right. Right. So that
He should
is.
be going live next week, you say.
Oh, right.
Cool.
So that's 147 millimeters. That's near enough. And we're going to lose a bit off the top because the top's eccentric anyway. So we'll lose a bit off of that. So let's get that sanded up. There's a little bit of tear out in the end grain on there. Just a little tiny bit there. And there. So we'll just get that sanded up.
Alan Gibbs just confirmed. Wayne said he's hoping to do a bit on next Wednesday, the Wednesday coming.
Yeah, Lucy says the only time he sees Jared nowadays, she says, I'll start that again. Lucy said the only time she sees Jared is in woodturning 360.
360, yeah.
That's true.
Robert Klingspor says this is the exciting part.
What is?
The
Sanding
sanding.
bit.
Steve sanding, yeah.
I hate to tell you this, Rob. Rob gets excited about it.
We can't hear you, Brian, because you moved your mic so you can stuff that sausage in your mouth. That's all you. I'm not daft. Yeah, I know.
Lovely sausages they are too. Don't want them to get too cold, you know. May as well eat them. Someone's good enough to make them for me. Benjamin says I keep missing Wednesday Zoom. Is there demos?
No, just a club meeting.
Just a club meeting, Ben.
Not very good bit
I
sandpaper.
missed it for a while too. I'm about to get back into it again. I haven't been very well though, so
No, you take it easy.
that's what I'm doing.
You texturing this, Steve?
Sorry?
You texturing the bottom
Said he was.
at all? Or the sides? Or?
I'm going to texture it. The reason being I'm not texture. I'm going to sand it. The reason being the bits that don't get textured.
Want to be smooth.
Yeah.
They do. Rob said this dodgy bit of turning is turning into a thing of beauty only because you're using sandpaper. Apparently.
Colin's directed a chat at you, Brian.
Well, we have missed you on oh, Abby. Sorry, Colin. I will be back.
I haven't missed him, but
Yeah, we know, but sure. Who cares? Who cares what you think? Yep, just about every day.
YouTube won't be going anywhere, mate. That'll all be there when you really come back.
What's this? Lucy Monday Row. After my meeting with the MD today, I can't see that happening for about 10 years. What does Lucy want?
Need to get out more, says Lucy.
Oh, I have to get out more. Well, I see. Keeping you too busy, Rob, are they?
That means the money's getting there, Rob, so you better retire earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Keeping you too busy, gonna be paying you well. You know, did the meeting go well, Rob? This is what counts. Oh, you got the job for the next year at least.
Yeah, they're not going to get rid of you just yet.
Yeah.
He's fine until the 31st of January.
30 days notice. So I'm just going to sand this up to 400 grit.
Why is that late?
Like what?
The picture, when I'm watching this picture, it seems to be slowing down and speeding up.
No, it's
It's
not.
you.
It's you.
It looks all right to me.
That's dead on 930 RPM.
What you're seeing is the, you know,
I'm
when you
watching
watch
the
a
chuck,
wheel
it's like,
go backwards,
yeah,
the
exactly,
wheel,
yeah.
you know,
Just kinda,
it's because it's right on. The speed of the chuck is right on the refresh rate, frame
just
rate
about is,
probably.
because sometimes I can see the.
It's on a quarter frame rate, so you know. So it looks as though it's going backwards and stopping, then speeding up and slowing down, but it's going at the same speed.
I know. I knew it was. It just looked like it was doing something funny.
All right, it's the last one. Cheap abrasives. Oh, thanks, Rob, for that.
Doug Muller says he's going to start using Rob's Klingspor's sanding discs next Tuesday on his live.
Practice with them first, Doug. Dances with aardvarks is in. Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Rob says it's that cheap abrasive he's using, Brian. It clogs up fast, slows the lift down.
It's got to be some decent abrasive to stop a lathe, innit? Oh, I've got a little scuff mark in there.
Dear.
Little tiny mark in there. Look.
Is that a tool mark?
Yeah, there is.
Can't believe it.
Well, you know.
Lucy says, question, Steve. What discs are you using?
Round ones, Lucy.
No, he's not. He's using the D3200s DSLRs, Lucy. Get your eyes tested, Brian.
Is that what that says?
Put your microphone back up so we can hear you as well. Don't mumble.
Is that what that says?
It says DSLR.
DSLR.
Oh, right.
This.
Is it?
They're the Nikon.
Oh, so it does, aye. So it does.
Nikon 32400.
God, I need the screen bigger.
3200s.
Nikon 3200.
Yep.
Two of them. And
Two of
two
them?
Canon.
Two Canon, Ligra, R, HF, whatever they are, 806s, I think.
Oh, I have one of them.
I got one of those as well.
I like them. They're a good camcorder.
I was thinking my DSLR, the D810, but I think it's a bit too expensive, especially if I take a 400mm lens on it. Although it'll be out of the dust range.
Yeah,
It would, it'd be outside.
I got a 7210 in the cupboard I was going to put on it. I thought, no, it's a bit too much.
Well, I wonder would this Canon one that I've got work.
Just gives with creations in, you know. Yep.
Right,
An EOS 13D.
So we
Would that work?
just gently sand the bottom of that. I forgot about the bottom.
Ward Wilson's also there.
My word.
Good evening, Ward. How are you?
Oh,
That's all right, Lucy. I like to read properly.
thanks, Lucy. You know your friends are when you get into trouble, don't you?
Rob Copper Wood Turnings in.
Hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob. Welcome along, buddy.
Andy Woodwork Intermediates in.
Andy, how are you?
Michael McEwen's there. Charlie at CET Wood Turning
Hi,
is
Charlie.
also in.
Hi, Charlie.
Even
Charlie.
welcome aboard. Matthew Lawrence is there. Good evening, Matt.
Hi,
And you're a
Matthew.
cheeky bit. I do need my glasses sorted out because that's terrible.
Yeah.
I just got these.
And they're worse than the old ones.
No, you see, the
Henry's
problem is that they're
Scrollworks 69's in as well. Hello, Henry.
the problem with my glasses is they're very focal. So
You got to
the
move your
top-
head around, or you got to move
Well,
your
that's
eyes
my-
around to find a focus point.
well, that's,
A bit like some of your cameras, Brian.
got to move your head up and down, you know. So if you're looking at the top of the glasses, you can't really see the chat. You have to lift your head up and read the chat at the bottom. And the screen's at a funny distance, so it's not quite like reading a book, you know.
A funny
Apparently,
distance.
Roy's a boy says he's made himself a long chuck key today. Worked well with his cold jaws. Ah, good man.
Yeah, well done, Roy. I still want to know the Hackerian DSLR so that we'll shoot video for more than 20 minutes.
Speak to Steve.
Dun, dun, dun.
His will go on now forever until
there
he
will-
switches them off.
There will be a video in the very near future showing people how to do it. Just got to put some tape on my finger because my plaster's coming off.
The cheat code will be announced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will be doing a video of it because it's not hard. It's not hard. There's a little bit of
Jiggity pockety.
yeah, a little bit of jiggery poke.
Miss T's just joined us as well. The thing is, we should all get on to Nikon or Nikon and tell them to take it off the software. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's a legal requirement, though, is it not?
It's a legal requirement. Well, get it changed.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be.
Yeah. I don't know why is it illegal. I don't understand why it's a legal requirement.
Because the camcorder people kicked up.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So you can. But the thing is, with a DSLR, if you don't use live view, you can record for as long as your memory card holds out. That's only if you use live view, you have problems.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And they said.
Does it eat the power of the battery too quickly or something?
I don't know.
No. It's just because the camcorder companies kicked about to say, well, we make camcorders, so that is our copyright and all the rest of it, and it's supposed to be a still camera. And they've just added a video to give it a bit of quirkiness, and you could do short videos. We shouldn't be allowed to go more than 30 minutes.
I'm not gonna do what I was gonna do. That's too nice.
It's a court, apparently.
That's a too nice a bit of wood. That's a too nice a bit of wood.
And like Colin says, different import duties between the two, as a video camera or still camera.
Yeah. But anyway, we found a hack to get over it, so
yeah,
I will be sharing.
We know the way. We are invincible.
Right, so I'm going to change I'm not going to carve that now. I'm going to put some texture around the outside of it because that's too nice a bit of wood to hack on.
It is.
So let's get the texturing tool out. So.
Yeah, you can. They do overeat sometimes, depending on what you've got, Rob. Count the temperature sensor. The sensor does overeat. I think the real truth is we're at loggerheads for them.
Ventilation is the truth. If these get too hot, I will just make some little fans to go on the back of them so it's blowing cool air over them. Because I'm not using the mics on the cams anyway, so it don't matter. Right.
Here's one for you, Brian. Chisky's Wood Creation says Alan Stratton, As Wood Turns. So channel is As Wood Turns. Just published a video showing how to turn an 8-point star ornament. He entered the competition. He entered the ornament challenge.
Excellent.
Right, so this little bit of texture on here. 500 RPM.
Let's write that down. Like what I'll do is
As Wood Turns, yeah.
Look them up, eh?
So just a simple line across there, maybe a bit more. That's that hard, that's hardly touching it. Right, so that'll do.
Push a little bit harder.
Yeah, that'll do there. And then we'll just do a little tiny bit on the bottom. Just some.
Apparently Doug saw it and said he'll be turning some next Christmas. We'll turn some now, Doug, just to see.
Turn them what next year?
6-point star or whatever was ornament.
Mm-hmm. Why is that chat went like that? What's happened there?
Rob's got a Canon DSLR and he says they say 15 minutes maximum. Well, Canon word. It's a Canon.
Ooh.
That's a genuine Nikon owner answer. Those.
It is. I've owned Nikons for, well, I don't know, ever since I was a lad.
That's a long time ago.
I used to
That's a long time
I used to
ago.
do a lot of weddings. I used to have Minoltas. They was a good camera.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
Long time ago.
Minolta was the same fitting as Sony.
Yeah.
Well, Sony owned Minolta, didn't they?
Good
I've had
camera.
Sony as well. I've had Sony as well.
Just like that.
Hmm.
Right, so just a little bit of detail and line either side of that.
That link I've just put in is for that 8-pointed star.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a look at that as well because I
That
like that
Krusky
sort of
has
thing.
just put. So there's a link if you want to click on it and stick it in your favourites. See, I'm not good at these.
My camera's bigger than yours. Nah. Yeah, all right, Rob. I don't mind.
Don't matter how big it is, it's how you use it, sunshine.
Yeah. Bet your lens isn't.
Right, let's get this just gently sanded up.
Or lenses.
Black and white
Andy,
with a lot of band,
Andy,
a lot less
you
band.
say I started with an old box. I started with a 10x8 and a 5x4 plate camera with the hood over the top, and used to change the plates in the dark room and put them back in again. And I had a dark room where I used to make my own black and whites, and I was a wedding photographer for about 15 to 16 years using said cameras. And I made an awful lot of pennies too.
A lot of money being made in photography, especially weddings.
It certainly was. I did, well, thousands of weddings, I suppose. Did 2 weddings a week at one point, Saturdays, and back in the evening with the prints and the proofs so they could order and pay me there and then cash.
Yep. And you make more money having the reprints than you do on the actual wedding.
Absolutely.
What am I doing? Sand and sealer.
Rob says, "Oh, meet me in the playground. Lenses at dawn.
Lenses
Behind the
at
bike
dawn.
shed. Getting hiding, my lad."
Lenses at dawn.
Been there as well
What, behind the bike shed?
with the lens.
Right, let's get some
I'm
sand
going
and
to ask you
sealer
what you
on
were
this.
doing behind the shed with a big lens. I am
Taking pictures.
saying nothing.
The wildlife.
Was it sports photography?
Sports. night wildlife, nighttime wildlife.
Wildlife.
Always wanted to be a PI. That'd be a good job in it. Sitting in a car taking pictures of someone cheating
Yeah.
on their missus.
I actually did a bit of that for a detective agency friend of mine who owned a detective agency.
That'd be quite
Because
cool.
obviously they get known in the end, so they said, "Can
Yeah,
you do an
is
evening for me?" I said, "Yeah, I'll do that."
Is there any jobs you haven't done, Dan?
Nope, not many.
Oh, excuse me.
Right, so bit of sand and sealer on there. That's a pretty bit of wood, that is.
That's a lovely bit of wood, that is,
Really pretty.
Stephanie.
Let that dry off. Then we'll give it a second coat.
Make sure you have no dull spots.
Dull.
Lucy Munro says, "Real men shoot raw."
I shoot raw, Lucy. Only trouble is, the raw I shoot is 36 megapixels per shot, which takes an awful lot of memory in your computer, the files. And if you go up one again, they're 56 megapixel a shot. Brilliant if you want to produce 10x8 pictures on a wall, on a screen, up on a billboard or something. Not really good for
On the side of a lot.
computers.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what they're for, really.
It's having the storage for them. That's the trouble, isn't it? It's the storage of the pictures.
I don't know, 4 gigabytes here. I've got about 12 gigabytes of storage for pictures only, and you still need more. And you need fast computers and to edit them and work them. So
the digital age is good because the digital age is good. Digital age has done a lot for photography, but it's got rid of sugar. It's got rid of the traditional photographs.
Yeah, I used to look at doing the old photographs in the darkroom. And the thing is, if you knew you were out taking anything really, but if you were taking, say, a wedding or just taking wildlife pictures, you had to nail the shot within 2 or 3, because you put a motor drive on with 500 frames in it, and you press a button, and it lasts about 3 seconds. You get one out of it, but you've just wasted like £100 worth of film.
Yeah.
So you had to make sure you got the shot within a couple.
And you don't know what you're getting until you haven't developed and all, but
Yeah.
with
But you get
technology,
good at then framing the picture and
Yeah,
perspective and all the rest. You get good at that by learning to take the picture properly rather than waste. Now you can just waste 300 shots, look through them. None of those are any good. Press a button, they're gone. Shoot
Yeah.
another 300.
Rob wants to know how much sand and sealer you go through in a week, Steve. Well, not very much because it hasn't been done for about 4 weeks.
not very
Yeah.
much because it's diluted 60-40. A
Yeah, it's
litre,
even better.
a litre tin will last me nearly a year.
Paul Carden says he works for a company that builds digital slide image viewers, 60 gigabytes an image.
Okay.
60 gigabytes an image. Or a terabyte. Yeah.
Try a terabyte. Jeez.
12 gigabytes says Twisted Pete. Is that all? I run 15 terabytes for Lisa's pictures. Yeah, well, your missus is frivolous. She just go out and take pictures because she likes it. Yeah. Either that or she's not that good and she got to take so many to get one good one. But I wouldn't say that, Pete. Because Lisa might knock me in.
Terabytes. Yeah, you just be careful there. Careful what you say about my Lisa there. You'll be getting slapped.
Spent a lot of time in my dark room, Rob.
Geordie B is in.
Hello, Geordie B. Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir. How the devil are you? Right. I'm wondering where I should put a little bit of embellishment wax in there. I reckon pink. What do you reckon?
Yeah, nice.
Pink.
No, definitely not pink.
Pink.
I would like what's the name? Turquoise green.
Fluorescent green, yeah.
I think white. No, not white.
Oh,
Maybe.
You're in
Gold.
trouble, Terry.
She's listening, yeah.
It's got to be gold.
Sorry, Lise. But if you need some lessons, Lise, give me a call.
Yeah, I know, but it's either gold or silver or white. White ain't gonna look right.
No.
I'm not putting a colour in.
Gold will sort of marry into it. It's the same similar colour.
So will bronze.
Yeah. You want to put fluorescent? You want to put green in there? Turquoise green.
Green or
black?
Green. No,
Turquoise
not
green.
No, not black.
Green and brown goes together. See.
So,
Benjamin says, imagine losing all the photographs to someone's wedding. Probably get sued these days. Ben, you used to get sued those days as well. I used to have 3 cameras.
I used to have liability insurance for that, just in case.
I had 3 cameras, just so that I get 3 different.
You would
cameras,
get something,
3 different shots.
That's why you always take twice as many pictures as what you need.
Yeah.
Blue.
Peter says, I've been here from the start. I've just had dinner, so I've got my typing hands back.
I did read him out in the very beginning. I said,
he's been munching his now. You're supposed to use knife and fork, not your fingers.
What sort of cameras does Lisa use then, Pete? I bet it's Canon. That's why she takes so many.
You've got to think about Canon cameras, Terry.
Andy Woodwork Intermediate says he's officially old now. Just got his NHS letter offering him power screening.
Yeah, and they'll send you one every 6 months now for the next 4 years.
Every 2 years it is.
I got loads of them.
What's that?
Hampton Woodturning is in.
Oh, Scott. Is it Scott? I think
it's Scott. Yeah.
Scott says use up to 6 cameras during his online woodturning classes.
Oh, good man.
Indeed. I have 8 cameras.
The community the woodworks now. Tez Johnson says when I started doing wedding photos, he was the second photographer. He used to do 10 to 12 films. When I swapped to digital, it was 3,000 a wedding exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you tend to be a bit more lax the days ago then because you just I'll get it now, hit the button, take 50 shots.
Oh, Lisa's a Nikon person.
Oh, good old Lisa. Well, Lisa takes good pictures then.
See, you weren't saying that a minute ago.
No, because I thought she was.
No, see.
Good old Lisa. She's
just talking rubbish.
You're
just talking rubbish now.
Andy, the Valley Woodturner, has just joined us. Good evening, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Obviously, Lisa's give you a break so you can come in and say hello.
No, one bit of a difference between Canon and
Lucy,
Nikon.
give you a break.
There is. One begins with C, one begins with N.
Yeah, that's it. That's a bit and the price probably.
Don't know. Canon, some of Canon stuff's expensive as well.
It is indeed. That one I bought wasn't expensive, I can tell you.
So anything you pay for, what you get.
Well, do you need the most up-to-date camera just to take a little bit of a video, do you?
Well, no, but it depends on what you're doing.
Oh.
When I used to do weddings and that, you buy the best camera you can afford, don't you?
Oh, of course, yeah. Of course.
But when you're doing it for your own leisure, it don't really matter.
Paul Cavanagh's joined the debate. He says all inferior to Fuji.
Or
Target him.
Fuji. God. Oh, nah. I'm not even gonna waste my breath.
Maybe in your back pocket if all the 4 Nikons fail, and then you got to pick out something to take a picture like a Kodak Brownie or a Fuji.
Paul Cavanagh moved from Canon to Fuji a few years back, and he's loved every minute of it. So
Good
you
man.
can stick a Nikon where the sun doesn't shine.
That's all right. And
He
take a
didn't actually
photograph
say
of it.
that. I just added that in.
I know you just added that, Brian. I know I can see it. I'm not daft. Pete says, I still haven't seen all our wedding photographs. There are about 100,000 of them. I fell asleep after the first 10 or so. Yeah, don't forget, Pete, you're in the 100,000. Lisa's taking them.
That's all right, Pete. I have the same issue. We had to pick, I don't know, 36 or something for an album. So it took forever.
Do you know what took the time, though, when you did the album as a photographer? Sticking the photographs in after they couldn't make their mind up for 3 months. And then eventually did. Get the photographs in, get the album out, all the rest of it. Do it all. God.
What have you done, Steve?
What?
What have you done?
Pain in the backside it was.
There's a bit of paper in there.
Oh, no.
I don't like that. That's awful. It's like a kid's done that. Should have gone with my instinct and used gold.
Yeah, well, put it on top of that again.
I'm going
Actually,
to.
get a wire brush, spin the lid up and get it out.
I'm going to put
Oh,
gold
don't
over the
mess
top
me.
of it.
A bit of
I'll
methylated
just take
spirits
that
on
out
it.
first.
Wipe off.
Yeah, get it out.
Get two-tone.
Then you'll go back to green.
Lucy says her camera's a Sony.
I used to have a Sony. Nice. I used to have one with, I can't remember the model of it now, but yeah, it's got, the thing with Sony, they got inbuilt stabilization, so it makes the lenses a lot cheaper. And the one I had was a mirrorless camera, but the viewfinder wasn't good.
I'm just reading Colin from Turnlinks.
Good pictures, though.
Last comment. He just said, I'm glad you said that, Steve.
That's pretty awful. If it's done well, I'm going to turn it all off again.
You're not going to cover all that blue with gold.
I am.
Don't
No.
think you will.
I don't want it all covered, but I want part of it covered.
Pete says, anyway,
Well, I
Steve.
can't see that because of the art's in the way.
Anyway, Steve, you've used all the colours tonight to test the camera. That pink is looking good so far.
Yeah, pink's looking good, yeah.
I trust you, Pete.
And Ben says, I bet these cameras even make plum acceptable.
Who else is betting there's a 3/8 bowl gauge coming out next?
Yeah, there might be.
JPM company's in. JPN company's in. Evening.
A JPN.
Yeah, new name. Welcome.
He used a Logitech and an Apple iPhone.
Oh,
Good
there
man.
you
No, absolutely nothing wrong with an iPhone camera
go. They're good.
for what they're designed for.
Yeah.
They're basically designed for happy snaps, but they are good
Now,
cameras.
Alex, you can't get rid of the heart if you're near worm on a different channel. You can only do it on your own channel.
Well, you know what's going to happen now, don't you?
I know, but Wurzels told us that. Sure as how to do it.
Yeah, I can do it on my channel, but you can't get it when I'm
No,
your
you have to
Steve.
do it, you know.
Can't do it on mine.
I put it on
Can't do it on
full
my
screen.
own.
You can't do it, you know.
No, I can't do it now while I'm here. I can't click that and get rid of it. So it doesn't give you the option to inspect it and go to the thing and hide it.
Is it not?
Nope, it does not.
Right click, inspect. Yes, it does, Terry.
You got inspect there. I don't have inspect when I do that.
You
Right click.
just click it anywhere on your screen. Don't go near the heart. Just anywhere on the screen and right click.
Anywhere on the screen.
Even to click the heart.
Yeah, click the heart, right?
Right click, and right at the bottom of the dialog box says inspect.
No, well, right at the bottom of my dialog box says copy image. It doesn't go down any further.
No.
There's no inspect in that list. The inspect comes out in when I am alive on my screen, but it doesn't come out when I'm doing this.
Right. Okay. So I've got the chart popped out.
Yeah, so have I.
But just while Steve's using that 3/8 bow gauge again. Click on the heart, right click, and it comes up, open image, blah, 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 all the way down to inspect.
It doesn't say that. Don't mind. If you press inspect now, you're going to go over and get two little dots and two little squiggles. The div. Click on div. They go over the three dots, touch it, and it said hide element. It will. Greg Alexander's just.
Benjamin says the only problem with an iPhone camera is that you have to use an iPhone. What's wrong with an iPhone, Ben?
And then there's about 10 people commenting.
Throwing up icon.
I use an iPhone, Ben. It's rather nice.
Yeah, I love my iPhone. It's great.
That's true, Pete. I am on a Windows machine. But
you're on the Windows machine now, or are you on the iMac?
I'm an iMac now, but
that's why you can't find
the
it.
The iMac lets me when I'm transmitting. Doesn't let you when I'm doing this. You know.
Well, it's funny mine does.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's iMac for us. Apple for
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Right, so
Apple just make it up for themselves.
New strategy.
What are we doing now then?
Standing again.
I'm gonna bead it. What do you reckon? Bead it?
We could do beading, yeah.
Beat it, yeah.
Can be a bit dodgy with all that grain.
I'd beat it to death.
You've got lots of different sizes of grain there, so it might be a little bit of a problem.
The browser I'm using is what is it? Safari.
Colin will have to come over and sort it for you. Bring him some gold.
I could probably use Chrome or something. Firefox.
JPN says it's the phone itself isn't the problem. It's the company's politics.
Is it?
Okay. Let's not get into politics then.
Yeah. Doug Miller says, leave it alone, Steve.
Yeah. There are other, yeah, I know, but it needs to look a little bit fancy because it's for the club challenge show.
Well, Pete Twisted Tree says, no beaded bowls, Steve, are horrid unless they are yellow and black, of course.
Oh, I can do yellow and black if you want.
Did a little dig somewhere?
Yeah, there's a little digging there somewhere, right?
I'm not saying anymore.
Somebody said yellow and black earlier, and I just ignored the comment. Woodwork Leonard says, Steve, is that homemade or a bought tool?
Bought tool. Simon
Hope.
Hope.
Bought. Simon Hope beading tool.
I made a beading tool just like that out of an old planer blade.
You
know those old wooden planes?
Oh, yeah.
They come with some beautiful blades.
You mean a glider?
Yeah, wooden ones you can...
Thick blade.
They're gorgeous planer blades. And I had about a dozen different planes. Well, maybe more than that, actually. But 50 when I was younger in my woodworking shop. So I just robbed a few of those, 1/4 inch wide, ground one up. In fact, I still haven't got a handle on it. Just the bit that went into the plane. Roy can't get rid of it either. The heart.
Something I've got to remind everybody about.
I know.
Everybody
T-shirts.
at the moment,
Everybody.
no, not yet. Making t-shirts are not ready yet. Hampshire Sheen have a 10% sale on. So if there's any Hampshire Sheen products you require, go and get them while there's a sale on. 10% off at checkout.
And the link is in Steve's bio, I reckon.
Yeah. You use Steve's ambassador thing.
Well, you haven't got to use that, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if you get a discount if you use that, will you?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, true. But anyway, I know Martin's got a sale on at the moment, so
He has. If you're a 360 member, you get 15% this week.
I do need stuff, but the shipping to me is too expensive. So
well, I've told you before, ship it to me and I'll ship it to you. That's cheaper for me to ship it to you than it is to get it through Martin.
no, that's true.
A lot.
Oh, I like that. That's pretty, isn't it?
It's not bad.
Looks like a beehive.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that looks that's a good. I need to go sort my dog out.
Now, if you just got a very thin
second.
parting tool now, Steve, and went down 1/8 of an inch on every one of those to make the beads deeper, provided you don't turn it that thin that it breaks, but that would make it look nice.
I know, but I'm not going to risk that because I know what'll happen.
Okay.
I know what'll happen.
Just a suggestion.
So just need to sand it up now. So this will be fun. Rob, do you do a bit of sandpaper the same shape as that?
No, but he's working on it now. Roy was just going to say that's
beaded sandpaper one next.
Yeah, I want beaded sandpaper next.
Alex says he reckons that's a jelly mold now. Yep. Good boy, Alex. I wonder if you could turn the beads on the inside like that too.
No. I'll answer that before you even. Well, there's your challenge for Sunday, Terry.
A bead on the outside and a curve on the inside, cove on the inside to match. So they're all the same thickness, 5mm or whatever.
Just put a little V on that. I'm just going to put a little V on this top bit here. Use a spindle gouge for that, I suppose.
What's Rob saying now? Okay, hit on an empty part of the screen, Control Shift and I, then hit the delete key 15 times. It closes down the inspect box. No, I'm not going to bother with all that, Rob. I'll probably lose all the link I've got here.
Rob, we can't allow him
Rob
to do
says he has
technical
a
things like that, Rob. Sorry.
He says he has a sandpaper wheel, Steve, that does exactly that job.
All right.
Pete says, can't do that, Rob. It would delete Terry.
Probably.
Dosey, Steve. Dosey, idiot.
I'm back now.
I can see that, Brian.
He's back.
Cold your ear.
I'm back. I had to go and fix my dog.
Oh, I did hear. I thought I heard a shotgun go off.
That's terrible.
How's Mickey? She all right?
She's working tonight.
All right.
That's why the dogs are a bit
restless.
Restless is right. Is the word. Go lie down. Go on.
Yes, bro.
That was the dogs I was talking to.
Oh, please.
Sorry, guys.
Talking to Michelle.
Everybody's just laid down now on the floor.
Yeah, they've all lied down. Everybody.
Hey, indeed, Robert, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, that's
Mother
it.
made suet puddings in a bowl like that in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, we had one.
She did.
Baby's heads, they call them.
Right, sand and sealer.
Now, what you need to do now is colour each individual bead.
Steak and kidney pie in a
Make it
pastry
a
inside
rainbow
that
bowl.
baby's
Rainbow.
heads.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Ah.
Oh, he's zippy.
You going to do each one then, individual colours or what?
No,
No.
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 Uh,
I'll tell you what else he's not doing. He's not using embellishing wax either.
no, no. It's getting
Did you not
beaded.
get that off?
It's getting
All in
beaded.
it.
It's getting beaded, and I might do a burn mark in between them to define them, but that's about as
Oh,
far
no.
as it's going to go.
I won't do a burn mark
You were in.
because if they're not perfect, perfectly equal size, it'll stand out like a sore thumb.
Oh, okay, no burn mark. Then.
No.
No burn mark.
Bit of sanding sealer and some polish, be done. Be grand.
Mine, that does look nice with it once you add the sanding sealer. Takes
It's,
the colour.
certainly picking it up better. That's
Oh,
what it
yeah.
is.
Gold leaf, says Andy.
Yeah, gold leaf every third bead.
It was proper. proper.
Have you ever tried to gold leaf a bead? Has anybody in this chat tried to gold leaf a bead?
No.
It's the most time-consuming thing. Ah, nightmare.
Biggest problem is getting the
Professional
glue.
idiots. Well, professional
getting the
idiots
glue in the right
101
place.
is in.
Yeah.
Evening to user.
You said that?
Professional Idiots 101 has joined us.
That is, what's his name? Danny Boy. I think
Oh,
it.
Danny boy. What happened to my chat? Wait a minute. What's going on here?
We'll let that dry off,
Live chat.
and then we'll just give it another.
Oh,
coat.
there he is. Oh, Ruby has, she says, and there's a technique to it. Good for you, Ruby. And
Well done, Ruby.
What's
I
that?
may need a bit of an instruction on that then, Rubes.
What's Ruby done?
Gold leaf to bead. It is a torture.
Matthew Lawrence. Matthew Lawrence wants to know what people's thoughts are on old wormholes in a finished piece.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
I personally think they look better than new wormholes in a finished piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Nice. It's part of the.
£10 a
Whatever.
hole, mate. £10. They're many holes.
Yep, I don't think there should be any problem. Well, unless it's an exhibition piece or something
Yeah.
that you want to be 100% perfect. But just for normal, everyday turnings, I don't see a problem.
You could call it a worm hotel.
Good.
All right, let's give this another coat.
Ben says it.
Right, Rob's saying, who best to send a link on how to sand beads? Question mark.
Send it to me, Rob.
Yeah, send it.
Yeah, send it all if you want. We don't
Yeah,
care.
I don't care. Send it anyways.
Malcolm Douglas says he hates wormholes in anything. Ruby says it would be illegal to sell anything that is to be used for food
And can't use them.
in Canada with a
Section.
wormhole in
Got a
it,
crack or a
or
hole.
cracks even.
Extra
Well, that
protein.
makes sense. Well, it makes sense if you could get bacteria lurking in the hole.
Malcolm
I
Douglas
suppose.
hates wormholes in anything.
Yep, it's personal choice though. I don't mind the odd wormhole or the odd inclusion. I think sometimes it makes a piece.
Alan Gibbs says they look better than the worm looking at you.
Well, that's true. Little eyes going back and forward.
All right, let's just let that dry off. Just going to get a bit of
Matthew Lord says, I'm hoping they won't detract from my piece for this month's Nigel Hellon challenge.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
I did say you
Yeah,
could text. I did say it got to be textured.
If woodturner's got a nice challenge, haven't they? I might send a piece down.
What's the challenge then?
I don't know.
Can't remember now. I did read it. I'm in the. I'm not a member of the club now, but I am in the group, Facebook group. Sent on Facebook. Rob's put the link. Put the
Good one, Rob.
out of sand beads.
You mean I did it wrong, Rob?
No, you just took a long way around, I reckon, Steve. He's probably got a flap wheel with grooves in it that pick it up. Pick the beads up.
Yeah, he used one of those things like, what's his name? I've forgotten his name now. Sandoflex thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Phil Anderson.
Phil Anderson, that's the boy, yeah. Couldn't remember his name for the life of me.
Time for sanding.
That's the one.
Let's get some wax on it. Hampshire Sheen high gloss
I'm seeing him for ages, actually.
wax.
Oh, we're back on food again in Steve's channel, see?
Waffles.
You're always on food when you're on my channel. You're always eating. Oh,
Nothing to do with me. I'm not eating.
wrong
talking about the smell of cooked worms in the microwave.
I'm trying to look for some constructive comments.
Scott's talking about waffles. They're better than pancakes.
What you're saying really is Scott's waffling on.
Ben's on about American pancakes, but not the rubbish British ones.
He reckons they're better, yeah. Ruby says she's found that microwaves don't kill worms. An insecticide inside a sealed bag does.
If you leave them in the microwave long enough, it'll kill them. Not sure convinced I like insecticides at all. Very description.
You make an honey dipper for it, Steve. Says Roy. Actually, it would be good. Is that a bowl and then a honey dipper that shape to go? You know that with beads on to do.
I'll tell you what, Roy. I'll make a honey dipper for it if you supply the honey to fill it.
Oh, it's a challenge, Roy.
Well, that's in that case you'll have to make a lid as well.
Roy's back down the pub then. He's bartering tomorrow.
Well, Saturday tomorrow. I've been in the pub anyway.
What you could do, Steve, now is you could hollow that out, put a false lid on it but flat, so that becomes the floor, and add a little hatch in it, so it becomes a beehive.
In the salt.
Okay.
Roy reckons there's no problem to fill that one, honey. You can't buy decent insecticide anymore.
No.
Oh. Why is that then, Luce?
Because there's so many of them banned nowadays.
Kills humans as well, doesn't it?
Well,
Or severely disturbs them.
They used DDT for years and poisoned everything.
Yeah.
All right. So that's
Got away with that, Steve.
Yeah. It's the way you It's not how you mess up. It's the way you get over it.
It's how you go back out of it. Yeah.
Right. Oh, don't believe that.
Back on again.
Yeah, have you made that the wrong size? Steve?
Yeah.
Not big enough.
Oh, that's the second time I've done that.
Measure twice, cut once. Never mind.
I bet I've done it for the tenon size, isn't it, rather than the mortar size.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
He
my
says
goodness.
You have to have a chemical license now.
Do I? You do.
Roy says he's got around 700,000 bees.
Yep, he has indeed. He's a beekeeper.
Well, that's all right, Roy. You could soon fill that then.
That was his last count. 1, 2,
2, 3.
4,
Oh,
5,
where did that bugger
6,
fly in from?
7. Oh, wait a minute. Start again.
Hang on.
1, 2.
10's just flown in. 4 just flown out. Work it out quick. 6, 7.
I see him stand at the hive with a clicker.
What
That
size
was on
is
his
the
last count. When he says it was on his last count, so he's just starting again now.
what size is the mortise on an SC4?
No, I don't know.
54.
40, eh?
I thought it was 54 mil.
Yeah, Canon's 48. So yeah, running about that'll be fine. Yeah,
Here's
52,
60.
54. It's 48 for a Canon.
Yeah, that's what I did. I marked it for the 10. Stupid boy Pike.
Andy Weber learner saying, Steve, not saying you got to do out special, but Roy did beading on the inside of one of the bows as well.
Well, I look forward to seeing it.
On his last count. Yeah, so you never know.
Yeah.
Scott made a BI bow box with a glass jar in it, which contained the honey. Good man.
Excellent. Good idea.
Let's quickly sound it. I might actually do that. Actually, I might hollow the inside there, put a little bit of reset, put a flat in the bottom, then turn that out, and
or put a hole in the side, or a little sort of doorway that where the bottom would be, not which is the top now. Cut it out just so that the bees can go in there.
You're getting all Pooh Bear now, aren't you?
Never know.
Pooh Bear.
Pooh.
Yeah. So how do you count bees? You count the first 10, and then, or first 100, and then whatever area they covered, count the areas.
The way you do it is as they come out of the hive, you give them one of those little, like runners have them little bibs on. You give them each a bib.
Number on. You count the buzzes as they go by.
Roy the boy says when he inspects the bees, they all stand at attention, so we can count them easily. And 3 ranks, it's easy.
I'm sure he climbs in the hive, I would imagine, Roy.
Yeah.
You try to say he's the smallest, Harry?
No, and he counts them out. He's smaller than me. He's shorter than me. We've already had that challenge, haven't we, Roy?
Right, let's get one go.
If you've got 700,000 bees, how many hives is that, Roy?
Half a dozen.
Yeah, Ruby says beads on the inside doesn't make sense. You're quite right, Ruby. It makes no sense at all to bead.
No, they don't. It's just a challenge, Ruby. Come on.
It was a joke.
Challenge. I'll bet you'll do that now, Ruby, just to show us next week. So the wall's the same thickness all the way down.
Right, let's get this out.
Rob says he has 700,000 as well, and if you want to count them to prove me wrong. Yeah. So Roy says he has 12 hives.
Fair enough.
Quick bit of mass in there, Terry.
I was thinking about it. I thought about keeping bees.
And that was as far as it got.
Well, I might keep some down here a lot when we're allowed to, so I just might get a couple of hives, half a dozen hives, and find somebody with a couple of queens, stick one in each. Come on, lads, follow me, Little workers.
Robert Brockway says he counts the wings and then halves it. Counts the legs and divides by 6.
Good challenge, though, Ruby, innit? Well, I know you won't, but a good challenge.
No. Pointless.
Well, yeah, quite a few things you turn pointless.
That's a quiz show on TV. Pointless. That's a good picture, that, Steve. Have to say.
Yes, that one is. Try the other one, Steve. The one that looks. It's not the. Or is that the? Which one's that? The SLR or the?
That's the SLR. That's the camcorder.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not as good. But it's a better angle.
It's a better angle, but it's
good.
It's just nicely zoomed in. Still a good picture, that though. There's not a thing wrong with that picture.
Well, nothing wrong with the picture, no. Yeah, Ruby picture quality is excellent. He's got all these new cameras up. They all
Yeah,
work.
but-
Actually, the system's working well, Steve, because you've been on an hour now.
And
Or
nothing's
over,
turned off.
Hour and 15, and they haven't turned off, have they?
No. Oh, I could move that. I could change that camera, what we're on now, to the end camera, and then put the end camera there. So I have a
You could.
DSLR,
Yeah.
because I use
DSLR
that.
there.
I use this camera more than I use the end camera.
Oh,
You would.
I would do that. I would definitely do that.
But it's all about tweaking now. It's all set up. It's all
Mhm.
about tweaking.
Yeah, I don't
Actually,
think
Rob, that's the other way around
because
because we're on the Canon at the moment. The Nikon's the other one. But he's gonna
Nikon's
change that
overhead,
to the
isn't it?
Nikon. He's going to change that to the Nikon. Well, the end tailstock is as well.
Oh, is it as well? Oh, you've two of them, have you?
Yeah.
Two Nikons?
He has.
Yeah.
All right. Who says YouTube doesn't pay?
I do.
Lucy said she came up with a random thought yesterday.
Oh,
Oh, well.
this could be
What was
expensive.
Yeah. What was
Another
the
kid
first...
on the way.
No.
Another child on the way.
No. What was the first documented tree in history? Where was it? Or what was it and where?
Well, I think it's Adam and Eve, wasn't it? Did he pick the
Don't
apple
know.
or something?
Yeah, it's an apple tree, was it not? Apparently, according to the
Yeah.
Bible, anyway.
How did they know it was an
What's-
apple tree?
He picked the apple and bit it.
Yeah,
That
but
was
how
the end
did
of
he
that,
know-
wasn't it?
how did- how
Look,
did he-
look at the state of us now.
He was the only man on earth. How did he know it was called an apple?
He named it.
Well,
He went, pal, thanks.
Yeah, if you read that, if you believe the Bible, the world only started 2,000 years ago. Don't know how
No,
that
it
counts for
didn't. It started
dinosaurs,
before
of course.
that. It started before that, apparently.
Got to sharpen it up. Sharpen
Before
it
that,
up.
they were uncivilized.
This is true.
You mean we're civilized now?
Yeah, true. Robert Frost says, is that Steven Spielberg I see in the background? Hmm. This grain's going to look quite nice on the inside of this bowl.
Steven Spielberg.
Rob says, Apple. Must have been that Steve bloke who started it. Steve Jobs. Reference to Jobsworth, yeah. Oh, it says dinosaurs.
Hey,
That is greater than 2,000 years old. Oh, the Bible doesn't say an apple. Well, it did when I went to Sunday school.
yeah. Our Sunday school teachers were liars.
It was the fruit of the tree of knowledge. It was an
Yeah,
apple.
it was apple then.
No wonder I feel intelligent when I eat an apple.
Yeah, it depends which version of the Bible you read. Because at the end of the day, it's just a collection of stories written by men for men.
Well, for anybody reading, not just for men. Women can read it.
Not in those days, Terry. Isn't it funny how there's over 3,000 religions?
Well,
And
Pete says
they all have a
some
similar
in, this,
storyline.
in the USA say that the world was started 6,000 years ago,
Uh,
and we lived with the dinosaurs, but they were not allowed on Noah's Ark.
oh, is that what it is? That's why the
Lionel
dinosaurs
is in. Lionel Del Leo.
Lionel.
Is in. Lionel.
Bonjour, les amis. I can't even say that.
Morani.
They're not in there.
Lucy says, I was just noticing different trees and wondering how they all came into being. I have random thoughts that I can't answer sometimes. We all
Well,
have
if you
those
look at
thoughts,
human beings,
Okay.
Lucy, instead of trees,
yeah, they're all
look how
different.
many different ones there are. I wonder. Perhaps the trees did the same thing. Cross pollination.
That's exactly what it is, Terry.
Yeah. So there's your random thought answered, Luce.
Welcome to Terry's Sport for Friday.
There you go.
So I can start giving you thoughts for Friday if you want. I've written down hundreds of them.
I wonder sometimes, like you think there, you say, who called that whatever? Let's say auto,
Yeah.
let's say car. Who was the first person to call it a car?
Exactly. Don't get the Americans started in that conversation because
Well, they have it
it's
easy because they call things that they actually are, like waste paper basket, sidewalk. They name things that they actually, what they are.
but they, don't they call a boot a hood or something?
Yeah.
Trunk.
What's a boot? No, a trunk. How could it be a trunk?
It's a trunk is this. Yeah,
The boot.
trunk's usually got the front of animals.
And under the bonnet of a car is
a
not
hood.
it's
Lift
not
the
a hood.
hood.
I don't know. Americans just
But then
change
a
it.
bonnet really, if you think of a bonnet, it should be on the top, shouldn't it?
Well, it is on top of the engine.
Or a bonnet on your head.
It's on top of the engine. Don't get me started.
I was watching something, I don't know, something Ruth had on the other day. Some police program in America, and they said, like we got, what's the name? Automatic number plate recognition cameras.
Yeah,
this policeman in America said, "Yeah, we got license pickers on the sidewalk. License pickers.
Oh God.
We have litter pickers.
Ben sorted.
Pickers.
Ben sorted.
Number plate pickers.
Ben says
License
it's very simple, Lucy. There was a wee mummy tree and a wee daddy tree. They loved each other very, very much.
They ordered a baby tree.
Oh dear.
You can use it in toilet, Glenn. Todd.
Lucy,
kitchen roll, yeah.
Lucy, didn't your mummy not explain to you the bees in the trees?
Yeah, that's so funny, that advert about that. It's American, the Australian guy doing that.
Yeah, Pete's correct there. Like you said, the first trees on the planet since humans was the yew tree, and they were used to make bows to kill the other humans over the hill.
Yeah.
True too. Nice bows. I had a yew bow once. Brilliant it was. I know a machine. Long bow.
Norman Grimwell says, I think the same about colour blindness. Who decided red's red? Yeah,
exactly.
Who decided the red was red?
Yeah.
Who decided blue was blue?
And how do you know the same red when you're looking at it is the same colour as I'm looking at it?
Nah, well.
You don't know that, do you? Or red could be green. Or red could be blue.
Better check the depth of that, I suppose, before we get carried away. Yeah, we're all right. Got 2 ribs left.
Mm.
Aren't there? There are some pines that are supposed to be over 5,000 years old.
Right. Cut them down and count the rings.
Don't know.
Lucy's led a sheltered life. Is that under a tree?
These are all valid points, of course. And Keza asked earlier how to make yellow.
Wow.
Go through the bottom, Steve.
Yeah.
Got a mortise in there.
There's a dark line appearing in the bottom there. I'm just hoping it wasn't a shadow.
No, there's a knot. There's a knot. There's a knot.
I know.
So we are now to there. So still got a little bit in there, but that's chipping on that knot, and I don't want that to break out and put a hole through the bottom.
Well,
so we've got a little bit of thickness there.
Okay. Right.
So we just want a little bit off of there.
Gives the bowl a little bit of weight in the bottom, so it doesn't tip over. That's your excuse. It's a design feature rather than mistake.
Well, if that does chip out the bottom, make a hole in it, you have air circulation around the bottom of the fruit then, when if you put fruit in it, so they won't go moldy.
Yeah, but the milk will run out when I have my cereal in it.
True. Just tell him, Lucy, that him or her, whichever the 3-year-old, is that they'll learn that at school. It's easy.
Yeah. Don't worry your pretty little head about that. You'll learn it at school.
Phew, that's fine.
And never mind taking the paints, just give them the paints and let them play with them. That'll do the job. In the sitting room. Bit like Terry's granddaughter the other day.
Oh. She painted the house. She painted the art room, then she went in home and painted the house.
Yeah, with her feet.
Everywhere, feet, hands, everywhere, carpets. But you got to hose her down with white spirit.
Yeah. Oliver wants to know why they could still call it sandpaper when it doesn't use sand these days.
Yeah, glass paper.
Is it glass? Is it even glass
Not
paper?
even glass either. No, it's not now. Rob will tell us. What do they use now, Rob, for the grit?
Yeah, she starts school in September. Oh, and I wish Miss Britton luck. Miss Britton must be the induction teacher.
Teacher, yeah.
She's well used to handling children, and they're usually much better at school than they are at home.
Yeah. Our granddaughter comes up and says things like, "Our baby's made, Granddad." So you'll be learning that next year in school, darling. Aileen, that ask your mother. Hey, baby's getting your tummy, same as you get. This was one. She said.
You messed up
Where's
the
the baby?
punchline there, Terry.
No, I can't. Oh no, she says, "Where's the baby's going?" Ruth said, "Same way they went in." You'll learn that next year, she said.
Kids are too clever for their own good. And the trouble is, we
They
try
are.
and make them grow up too quick.
Yep.
Yeah, we do.
Rob says, allox, zirconium, ceramic, diamond, silicon carbide.
Silicon carbide.
All sorts of abrasive materials nowadays. Roy boy says, what have I missed? I've had a phone
Nothing,
call.
Roy.
Nothing.
Talking about you.
Nothing.
Well, did you fall asleep,
You
Roy?
just- No, he said he had a phone call. Well, maybe that's just an excuse.
Or did he go out and check the bees, make sure he did have 400,000?
Rob from Kingsford has the right idea. Where do
Rob.
babies come from? Amazon.
Amazon.
You just ring up and order one. It's simple. In fact, you don't even have to ring these days.
Don't even have to ring, they just turn up. You'll think about it and there they are.
What just bleeped in my ear? Oh, it's a notification.
Got a bit of Toblerone. Let's have a look. Where's
No, not a Toblerone. Here, Terry.
Yes, Brian. Should
There
I
you go.
have fruit nut or?
Here you go, Terry.
Oh, keep it, Brian. Hold on, what have I got here now? What's this one?
I'll
What's
keep
this
it for you when you come back.
This is orange twist. Oh, I like that. That'll do. Orange twist, Brian.
Roll top on the top of
Oh,
that, just to match the
interesting.
sides.
Oh, nice rolled edge. Is that what we're doing? Oh, I love
Yeah.
it.
So let's get this.
Nothing more satisfying than a nice rolled edge on the edge of a bowl. Particularly a small bowl.
Got to find my drill now to. Stuff everywhere, I tell you. Got to blow my nose. Can't find my drill. Yeah, drill.
Yeah, roll on, Pete.
Oh, there it is.
Kids know exactly how babies are made. They also know the effects of asking their parents or grandparents to explain it.
Yeah.
Yep.
They needn't embarrass you.
That's why they ask.
I don't have to. See your grandmother. It's easy.
Give them a book.
I said, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah. If you go to this website, darling, that'll show you.
Yeah, that's it. www.com.
Right, let's get it sanded up on the inside.
That'll be good. I'm going to have 2 pieces of Toblerone because it's big Toblerone. Better put my mic up out of the way.
Good idea when you're chomping on Toblerone. It breaks 2 of your teeth as you try and bite it.
I like it when they're in the fridge.
Oh no. Pull your teeth out. Ben says, play us some music over your DJ disco machine, Steve.
YouTubers love that.
I think Terry's fell off his perch.
I'm eating Toblerone, Brian.
Oh God, he's still there. Oh damn. He's jumping on the tumblers. Ruby Claire says, are you going to fill the cracks, Steve?
No, I'm not going to leave them as they are, Ruby.
There you go. See, he doesn't care, Ruby. Doesn't care.
I think sometimes when you fill them with super glue or whatever, they just look false. I think sometimes they look better left natural.
Charlie says, when do you sail out, Terry?
Can't remember, Charlie. Sometime in February.
February. When the house sitter gets there to look after the house.
Susie Smith Woodturn has joined us. Hello, Susie.
Good evening, Susie.
Yeah, got my daughter coming over to live here.
Bloke's got pregnant. They would have sussed out by now to have dehydrated babies the size of an oxo cube with rounded corners. Just add water. They would be 18 and ready to leave home. I like his style, Pete.
I remember when my mother-in-law died. Went to the funeral, like you do.
As you
A couple
do.
of weeks after, we got the ashes, and we all went over to the cemetery to put our ashes in the ground. And all the children, the young ones, all the children, got out the container and put her in on top of Grandad. And there was a wind blowing. It just started to rain. My son-in-law turned around and said, "Quick, get her in the ground, kids. It's raining. We don't want to reconstitute her."
Yeah.
Bloody place roared. Before they was roared.
We don't want her coming back.
All right, final grit.
Changed the chat over to the other screen on my computer system, and
It's working.
yeah, well, the print seems to be bigger for some reason. I don't know what I've done to my computer. Identical monitors, but I don't know what's going on there. The print is definitely bigger on that other one.
Perhaps it's closer to your eyes and it looks bigger.
No, they're equidistant. Are they?
Great shape and form, Steve, says Ruby.
Thank you very much. It's a nice bit of wood, that is. When you always amazes me when you get a bit of wood off the shelf, you think that's a bit grotty, and then when you
I
start
don't know
turning,
about that.
Turns out to be the best bit you turn for weeks. What is this one?
It's the only bit he's done for weeks.
boom, boom. It's the best piece I've turned all year, I tell you.
Yeah.
It might be the best piece I turned all year anyway.
Was Andy watching this Steve work then, Lucy? Lucy says, I shall have a lot of things to Google later, since Andy's already started snoring.
Oh, no, has he?
I hope he wasn't watching Steve.
Told you I'll put him asleep.
I know we all have difficulty, but come on.
It's an age thing with Andy. That's what it is.
Mm.
It's the two children. Just tire them out every day.
A lovely bit of figuring now.
Lucy says, I've missed you a lot. don't know why, Lucy. Oh, time for me to drop out, says Paul. He's, I'll talk to you when I get back from skiing.
Oh,
Yeah, good luck with that. If you can find your
Have a good
passport,
one.
buddy.
Hope we don't break your leg.
hope you don't break your leg.
Did you mention he was going skiing? Well, not to the wife.
Well, he did.
Without the
And
wife
now-
and kids. Without the wife and kids.
Yeah, and now he has to go and find out where his passport is in pieces around the house. He has a treasure hunt
Right.
in front of him.
Benjamin saying, Brian, in your browser, ? Control mouse scroll? What's that mean?
Control, mouse, scroll. Control.
What's he
Control.
talking about?
Control, mouse.
Scroll. You mean
Where's the scroll bar? Where's the control scroll? Oh, wait a minute. Control scroll. I think I know what he means. No, it's not doing anything.
Miller thinks it's a fabulous piece of wood, Steve.
Thank you, Doug.
It is a very nice piece of wood, to be honest. To be truthful, it's a lovely piece of wood. It's not a bad bit of turning, do you have to say.
Ruby saying, folks, don't forget the thumbs up. Yorkshire gets in.
Hello, Glynis.
Evening, Glenn.
There's your
Woke up
exciting
then, Glyn.
day. He's
Hello,
had a
mate.
hard day. Everybody, can you just tell Glyn
Lynn's had a hard day.
he's done really well today because he's had a hard day.
Just say, oh, Glenn.
Everybody say, ah.
1, 2, 3.
That's not very. That's not very.
Joe Senior's in as well. Yep, they both woken up. Hello,
Hi,
Joe.
Joe. How you
Evening,
doing?
Joe.
Hope you're feeling better, Joe.
Yep. At least a bit better. Better than yesterday, anyway. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so final little bit of wax on there. Just so I'm just going to burnish it up with some shavings, I think.
No. Not the oldest trick in the boot. Burnish it with shavings.
Well, I
Ah,
think
yeah,
sometimes you
well,
get a nice finish with off
So
shavings.
we used to use years ago.
You do.
We don't know.
Oi,
Furnished it with shavings and did it with beeswax. Lovely.
what do you mean, Glenn? I'm just giving you praise where praise is due.
Just wax and beeswax on it, hit it with shavings, it come up gorgeous.
Does it? Shall we try it? I ain't got no beeswax.
Yep.
But
Used to.
Yeah, that's what people used to use all the time.
That's all you had.
Mm-hmm.
These
No
fancy
such thing.
waxes and fancy microglycerine crap.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
oh, you can't say that.
And
you gotta
fancy,
pay
and
Dozens
fancy
of pounds
kitchen
for
towel.
it now. Just
You know.
no bit of beeswax, smack it on. Spin it up, smack it on, hit it with shavings. Nice soft shavings, lovely. Oh, it's beautiful.
Just need to generate a bit of heat to get the wax to go into the wood.
That's all you got to do.
That's all you
Takes
do.
long at all. Bob says, Glyn. Is that
Sorry?
a hard day? Joe being frisky? Question mark. Well, he's been asleep.
Oh, it was in his dreams. He's had a hard day.
Ah, that's what it is.
Ah, that's not very nice. Poor Glenn.
He probably just got up for breakfast. Come on.
I'm sure he's
Right, the boy's got some beeswax he'll give you, Steve.
Oh, thanks, Roy.
He's got 700,000 bees.
No,
No,
he
they're about to
just
make a
said
bit of
here,
wax.
Steve, you have got some beeswax. I gave you some.
Who said that?
Roy did, so Brian's not reading it properly again. He doesn't need glasses.
Have
I
I
don't
got
have to read it
Another
anyway.
type.
Have I got some beeswax?
Yeah, probably.
It's
Was
on a
it-
stick,
Was it in a stick?
or in a lump. Give you some.
Where
Usually yellow colour.
Where have I put that then?
Paraffin wax has been about for a few weeks now. Now they call it microcrystalline and charge more for it.
Exactly.
I've got one what's got beeswax written on it, but that's not the one, I'm sure.
Probably is.
Benjamin says, "Hello, Joe, the Charlotte Church of Yorkshire." About that.
Who said that?
Ben. You know, Ben, the deaf one.
Ben.
The deaf one.
Stop crawling.
Roy says he gave you a lump. So I don't know what that means.
It was a lump.
Size of lump.
I don't know where I've put that then, Roy.
Chunk somewhere.
It's in a drawer somewhere then. I don't know why. I don't know why I had all these drawers because I can't find Jack.
Rob has a question. He says,
Did you make
okay,
beeswax?
how do you make beeswax?
Tell me a bad
How
joke.
do you make
You don't
bees
make it,
wax?
Rob. The bees make it.
Wassel says, Rob. I'm not even reading that. Get out.
Tell them you need to share. Shave.
I don't know what I've done with that, Roy. I'll have a look for it, mate.
Have you ever seen a bee with a bikini wax?
Yeah. It's in a drawer somewhere.
Never mind then.
Roy the boy says it's probably still in your van.
No, it's not in my van.
That's entirely possible. In the glove compartment. You'll never know it's in there. If he's in like a typical builder.
Right, second coat of wax.
Smack it with beeswax. Natural component as well.
Beeswax. On a cotton bud out of their eardrops. Oh, Andrew, that's a good
Right.
He says, Rob says, I knew I was going to regret asking. What part of the bee or hive is the wax? I have no idea how they produce the wax. But they use the wax to seal their breeding chambers and their honey stores.
And they're brilliant because they get those little octagonal.
Perfect.
Absolutely, each one perfect engineers there.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, they made octagonal because that makes
It's yellow in
better
colour, Steve. It's
airflow.
quite bright. It says Roy.
Sorry? Say again.
He said it's yellow in colour and quite bright.
quite bright, so you can't miss it.
Yeah, I
Find
see
it.
it somewhere. I see one of these drawers somewhere.
He's lost it.
Just smelt that wax in there.
You'll just have to give him some more. You
Not
couldn't be sure of
necessarily
it.
bleached.
Beeswax is the honeycomb part, isn't it? All mushed up and bleached. I have no idea how
very
to make it.
bleached.
I know they spin the honey out of the combs.
Oh, that's it.
And
Then you got the
scrape-
wax.
They scrape the wax off first and then spin it, don't they? I've seen it on the telly. Country File, I think I've seen it.
Charlie says, spit.
Spit.
Is that it, Charlie?
Yeah.
Right, that'll do.
He says the bees learnt it in geometry.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Yeah, it'll do is right. It's a line straight out of Shrek.
I like that. I quite like that.
Not
I've
bad.
had that beading tool for about a year and a half, and that's only the second time I've ever used it. Isn't it strange how we all buy all these tools and never use them?
See,
No, you
That's it.
speak for yourself.
because
I
you
use my
suffer
tools all
from
the time.
everybody else's problem, suffer from gas. Gear acquisition syndrome.
Gas. I thought you knew
Got to
something.
have it.
I thought you
You
knew something
got
I
to
didn't
have
know.
it.
Then
It's got to
Gotta
have
have
it.
actually, I think it was a Christmas present from Nick and the girls a couple of years ago. Just make sure there's no wax in the bee lines or the beading lines, shall I say? So have you got? I'm gonna. You people perhaps know this, but have you got wax somewhere where you can't
In your
get out
ears.
of it? In your ears, you can use a hot air gun to melt the
heat it up.
wax. Just gently warm it, and it will melt into the piece. But obviously, don't do it too much, and don't crack
Don't
in your
stick it
piece.
in your ear.
So Rob says, so beeswax has just been added to the where'd the babies
Where's
come
babies
from?
come
Beeswax comes from Amazon. Yeah, of course it does. Everything comes from Amazon.
Or in future, from Roy.
Via Amazon.
Right. So there you go.
Roy's going to be selling it on Amazon.
Very
too
nice,
shortly.
Steve.
Yeah, very nice, lovely little bowl.
So a little
Like it.
bowl.
That's a cracking picture, right enough.
So nice little knot in the bottom there. Isn't it strange how the knot sands quicker than the actual wood does?
That's a nice definition, Steve.
It's good,
That camera.
a great picture, yeah, really is.
What's that one like?
Makes your work look brilliant.
If that makes my work look good, then I'm keeping them.
No, you're not. Send to me next, so I can try them.
Right.
Can't afford the fancy gizmo to make them all
Yes,
work.
you can.
Intro.
No, I can't.
Intro cam. I've got to turn these cameras off up there. Too bright. If not,
Well, there's got to be a software program somewhere that will work on an iPad to do the same thing as what you got there, Stephen.
well, you got the trouble is getting your HDMI plugs into your computer. That's the trouble. So you got a choice: you either use £20 or £30 caption cards, which is what I used to use. But then you've got depending on how far your camera is away from your
Computer.
computer is the lead, because we all know that USBs over 5 meters don't really like it. And I find that the caption cards knock the quality of the pitch down a little bit. So hence why I went for the ATM, because the ATM is an expensive caption card, but it boosts the picture as well. So, and you can plug on that one, you can plug 4 HDMI inputs, but they do the extreme where you can plug 8, I think, into it. So there's pros and cons, isn't there? There's pros and cons.
Yep.
So this camera looks fuzzy.
Then gentleman says it's wonderful. Those cameras have knocked 2 stone off you, Steve.
Don't be stupid, Ben. That's not widescreen.
Peters 3 says, Rob, you can take the honeycombs from the hives, put them on the lathe and spin it fast. You get rid of the honey and you're left with the beeswax.
And a shocking mess in your
Right, so nice little bowl. Finished size is we wanted 150
Less than
by
6 inches. If it's more, you got to turn a bit more off.
73 millimeters, and the width
Deep.
is
That's just under 3.
148 millimeters.
Oh, just under 6 inches.
And that's
Well
a bit
done, mate.
thick in the bottom there. That seems too thick.
Oh, you might lose points for that.
No, why? It's a design issue to keep it balanced.
Somebody might be buying that. Not buying it. Somebody might be examining it for.
It's a bit. I might take a bit more at the bottom of that. I'll see how I feel over the weekend.
I wouldn't bother, Steve.
No, I won't bother.
At the end of the day, it's about taking part. It's not about.
Of course.
I don't want to win it.
And anyway, you don't want to win what you suggested, do you? Really? You want somebody else to win, really? Oh, you don't want Roy to win, but somebody else.
Yeah, we don't want Roy to win it every month. But anyway.
There must be. Look, if Roy's winning every month, there must be some really abysmal turners in your.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Oh, Roy.
Or nobody puts in things.
What's he saying about your work, Roy?
Nobody puts anything in.
Nah. It was. If we ever turn out like we did last month, 43 members, we had 39 pieces handed in, which was really good.
And Roy keeps winning.
No, it's only the first month. That was the first month. What do you all know most of tonight? All I've been brought to you by Google AI. Steve is down the pub having sausage and mash. Good old Google, eh? Good old Google. Artificial intelligence. Right then. So,
I need some of that.
what artificial intelligence?
Yeah,
I
just
need-
intelligence would be good.
Just intelligence would do.
Yeah,
Doesn't need to be artificial. Any intelligence would be good.
I need
Actually, artificial would be good.
I need some intelligence, that's for sure. Right, so hashtag week Sunday. Make sure you come
Yes.
over and check us out. First hashtag of the month, or the year
First
even.
Hashtag of the year even.
So yeah, come out. What the hell was that? Something cracked. Oh, I think it was my bottle. Yeah, so please come over and join us on Sunday. Nick and I will be here for hashtag week. So look forward to that. What else we got to say? New Makers t-shirt should be out. I'll try and get it done over the weekend. If not, that'll be for next Friday, but we'll let you know. Come and say all the spaces are full, unfortunately. So everybody's all the 18 spaces are free, and then we've got, as like last year on the back, Hampshire Sheen. Martin, you know, he's a good. He pays good money for his space. So Martin Hampshire Sheen's at the top, and then Martin Sabian Smith at the bottom. So they will be available. As soon as they're available, we will let you know. So there's some new people on them, and there's some people on who was on last year. So we don't want to try and put on the same people every single year, because then there would be no point buying a new Maker shirt.
I wasn't on last year on purpose.
So there are people who wasn't on last year on it this year, and there's also people who was on it last year who are still on it. So, but it swings and roundabouts.
Yay.
It's about filling the slots and getting the money for the charity. That's what it's about.
Correct.
Yeah,
it's all about the money.
Tell Andy to shut up, Lucy. He's in my ear. He's giving me earache.
Turn him off.
So yeah,
put those pipe down his throat.
So at the moment, the GoFundMe for not Dementia UK, British Art Foundation is at 3,700 or something, I think.
Oh, wonderful.
3,700 and odd check now, actually.
Well done, everybody.
So yeah, really good. We've hit that 3.5K mark, which is what I really that's what I'd like to have hit, but obviously we've got the t-shirt money to go on top of that as well, from last year's sales of the t-shirt. There's a few quid to go in from this year's Makers logos, so there's a little bit more to go on there. So we perhaps hit the 3,839 mark. So at the moment we're on £3,740. So a massive thank you to each and everybody who has who's
That's
donated.
My position, Rob. Sorry.
What's that?
My position goes on the left nipple, not yours.
Pete, so long as Mike isn't staring at me in bed anymore. Right, so you got a choice, Pete. You can either have him on the front so he's looking at it when Lisa's facing you, or you can have him on the back so he's looking at you when Lisa turns away from you. Choice is yours. Let me know.
Yeah.
Neither is acceptable.
So anyway, yeah, so they're going to be up and ready going. So thank you very much, everybody, for your support for that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting. I've got everybody in place. I just need to tweak it to get everybody to the similar sort of size. So it's just obviously like anything, it's just a little bit of time. But yeah, so with doing all these cameras, and I've not had time to do anything. So that is on my priority list now. That's the t-shirt is my next priority. So
good man.
So I think that's it. Just a quick. I'm going to give you a little bit of a taster of something now. If you own a Chinese diesel heater, and you are like myself and everybody else who else has one, that you wish they would turn themselves on and off automatically, not keep ticking over and overheating wherever you are, got to keep turning them on and off manually, then I might have something what's going to come out in the near future that may help you improve your diesel heater.
I may have a solution.
So just a little bit of a teaser there. So anyway, if you own a diesel
heater,
I'll
need that for my art room, Steve, because I've got to keep switching it off because it gets too warm.
There you go. See, so
that's because you've got an 8 kilowatt heater and a 4x6 shed.
So if you've got a diesel heater, this may be the best video you see all year. So anyway, that's it. I'm not saying no more. So other than that, I think we're done. So I'll bring the guys back on. I could have brought you two back on, couldn't I?
Oh, yeah.
It's a 10 by 10 shed, by the way.
It's 10 by 10, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, so get
Still,
your facts
eight-
right. If you're going to
8
mow, get your
kilowatt, yeah.
facts right.
Yeah.
Oh, you can be quiet
Kinda
down.
weed.
So anyway,
Who invited you?
yeah, you invited me. I'll go. See you later, guys. Right. So other than that, I will see you Sunday. Have an awesome weekend. I hope you're all back at work and got these 2 or 3 days. If you're like me, those 3 days was the longest 3 days of my life. So
I know.
Yeah.
listen to these, but hang on, wait for it. Wait for it.
No.
No, they're not going to say it.
No,
The last
say-
3 days I've had has all been Sundays.
The last 2
Tomorrow is
years
the
I've had has all been Sundays.
Well, the last 6 years I've had is Sundays.
So Rob sent us that thing, did he?
What thing? Yes.
Standard thing.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Facebook, it's on Facebook.
Put it on Facebook.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Rob.
Oh,
Right. So yeah.
you,
So
Rob.
have a great weekend. If I don't see you before, I will see you Sunday. If I don't see you Sunday, then where the hell are you? Other than that,
Yeah.
if you don't
why
come
were
over,
you missing?
if you don't come over Sunday, you're not going to know what a hashtag is. And we want this
This
year's
is true.
this year's hashtags to be bigger and better than last year's. Let's push, make them bigger and better. So spread the
I'll
word.
see you Sunday night,
Let's
everybody.
go. Work.
I'll see you Sunday night. I said
Yeah.
not work.
Yeah, Terry will be. So what time? 7 o'clock, Terry.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. But we'll promote that on Sunday anyway. So no, we're going to go now. So all right, guys, have a great weekend. Speak to you soon. Take care. And
All right,
bye for now.
everyone. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Hit the
thanks.
thumbs up on the way out, please.
Hit the thumbs up. See you later,
Bye,
guys. Thanks a lot.
Bye
Bye.
for now.
That's all, folks.